This is my first time to be with my family from California during this pandemic. We have since relocated to Las Vegas, my son and I, and then the quarantine happened. Oh, how I miss those times when my brother, all the way from San Francisco, would drive to LA just to spend the weekend with us. Because this is a special occasion, like we're celebrating September and October celebrants, and most importantly, my sister's retirement, we've decided to be brave and get together in Palm Springs. In this Aging Younger Family Bonding Episode 1, I'm going to interview family members who were born and raised in the USA, as well as those who migrated here since the 70s to learn how they have managed to survive, thrive, and prosper in a culture that is so diverse from the Filipino culture. On the 18th of October, 1587, the first Filipinos arrived in the US aboard the Manila galleon trade. Since then, they have settled, proliferated the race through their progenies, and have adopted to American way of life. According to the 2018 US Census, there are now over 4 million Filipinos in the US, representing the fourth largest US immigrant group.
Mostly birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, which was a very special time for us. Very special, very important. Friends, family was really great. Also, some individual trips. I took my mom to Ireland a couple of times. Took her to see Frank Sinatra. A lot of concerts, plays, and just really great stuff individually. I'm very fortunate, first of all, to have an added family now because of Socorro. I'm really thrilled to be here. But for my family, it's always been very consistent, solid knowing that I'm loved and supported, no matter what. Of course, there's been some whats over the years, but again, very, very close to family, especially my brother and sister. Easy. Pagalo. I just don't get Pagalo. It's fun to enjoy, but it's very fast and hard to follow. And the food. I find the food delicious, but I can't eat a lot of it. So great cooks in the family, especially Socorro. But I just, really, really love the whole culture. It's awesome how the family gets together in terms of traveling and doing things together. I love how you guys stay in touch every October, the annual Oktoberfest, and then family trips. And I just love that. We don't do things as a family so much in my family. We do things individually with each other, but you do the entire group. It's awesome. I love that. So I'm always looking out for each other. I love how you stay in touch regularly and stay in touch with each other. And you help, especially to have a feeling of welcome. Whoever you're with, Filipino culture is just phenomenal that way, especially for me in the beginning. I've told this story before about Ronnie when I first came, welcome to the family, but it's true for everyone. I mean, Ruth and Rudy, Beth and Rudy, and the whole entire family. You, Irma, I mean, all of you guys just really welcome me, and that's your high qualities. Filipinos are like that. And this family in particular made me feel very, very welcome. First of all, I feel they were all Americans. It's an awesome melting pot, an amazing, blend when it works well. Obviously, there's a lot of things wrong with it, but a lot of great stuff about having a melting pot. So we're all Americans, Filipinos, Germans, Irish, which I am. So you're already Americanized already. What I really love is the ways you're not Americanized. As I said, you stay in touch. Strong bonds, talking, traveling together, socializing regularly. Regular is the key. We don't tend to do that very much. We stay in touch. Like I said, I'm close to my brother and sister, but not in the same way. So it's very important. I think it creates great loving relationships. And I'm very, very proud and happy that I'm in this family. So I love you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, what I like most about Ronnie's family, they're actually, all of you guys, I could feel you're all real person. There's no faking it. And I'm very, very grateful that you actually accepted me in the family. Oh, what can I say about that? We love driving actually, and we really love to see you guys. We're very happy to see you all the time, especially Ronnie. He loved to drive, and but the thing is, sometimes he sleep and he let me drive longer. What I like most about Ronnie is a very wonderful guy, and it's funny because he does most of the job. No, he cook a lot for me. The thing is, I gain weight, so it's hard. I gain about 20 pounds. So both of us are getting bigger right now. But I love this guy.
Experienced a lot of loss this year. Luckily, no one passed away from COVID. I mean, Kobe Bryant's was definitely tragic. My grandpa, you know, he was very healthy, so it was unexpected. He passed away in his sleep. He had a heart attack, and then my uncle as well. He waited to go to the hospital the next day, and he wasn't feeling good, and he passed away in his sleep. I mean, at least my grandpa and my uncles were peacefully, thank goodness. But you know, Kobe Bryant was definitely tragic. He was my favorite basketball player because he kind of helped me as a person. I used to be very, how do you say this? I hold grudges, and I take things personally, but I learned from him that just fight through everything and be your best. And that's what I've been doing, is just being kinder and a better person. 2020 is also, you know, has taught me that just to be kind in all the time, because you never really know what somebody's struggling with. And being kind can just help people, people that are upset. I work in a call center, but every time they get on the phone, I treat them with respect and kindness. At the end of the call, they're always thanking me, and they're always asking for my extension and coming to me, you know, because they can trust me. So always be kind is something that I learned this year. I learned that life is short, seize the day, with just, you know, everything going on with politics, with race. I learned to just be kind because you don't really know people. I've been able to learn how to be a better person because of 2020. So that's why even if we're stuck at home and there's a pandemic and there are people getting sick, it's been a good year to reflect and just become a better person.
It's apparent that it is the strong family ties, generously sprinkled with solid Filipino values, handed down from generation to generation, that firmly secures the Filipino-American anchor. Despite the storms that come from an entirely different country and culture, the Filipino-American thrives primarily because of the love and support from family and close friends.
Oh, Rudy and I meet in a party where my friend from Culver City had a party, and he was with his friends and I was also with my friends. When I first saw my husband, he had a long hair until shoulder level, but he kept looking at me, but I didn't like him because of his long hair.
Why did you tell me in the first place? You don't like me.
Until he came to the house. That was 2 days after the party, because he took my phone number from my classmate who was also in the party. Okay. I came to the United States when I just finished college. That was 1974. And that's Rudy when I saw him the first time with the long hair, just like a girl. So I was not really attracted with him.
1976. I arrived 1975.
So when I came here in 1974, after a few months only, I start working. But I was a flexo writer operator first, and then I took the board for MedTech. And so when I passed it, I worked for Kaiser. I've been working there for 42 years, and I just retired last June. I wanted to retire here actually in America. I don't want to go and retire in the Philippines because my family are all here, and I want also to bring my grandchildren there too in the Philippines so they can see where I grew up. I grew up in Baguio City, and I know my grandkids, they like to go on those beautiful resorts because they like swimming, and so I want to bring them there, but not to retire in the Philippines.
Yay! Welcome to America. I met my wife in the party. I don't want to go to the party because, I'm not a party goer before. And then my buddies, my friend, they convinced me, let's go, what you gonna do there in your house? Come to us, So, okay, I come. And then that's the time I saw my wife there, You see that girl down there? Oh yeah, that's my classmate. I said, oh, I wanna meet her. Okay, that's the time, okay, I said, okay. But the first time, my wife say he don't like my, because I got a very long hair before.
Shoulder level.
Shoulder, and so said he ignored me, but said I forced myself to her. So hey. So I went to her and asked to dance. He tried to ignore me. So okay, come on. This is a party. Let's dance. Okay, so we dance. I tell myself, say, could I visit you tomorrow? Say, I'm not lying. Unbelievable. Why should I lie? The true experience. We've been married 42 years. I could imagine that 42 years, honey. Are you getting bored to me or what? That's what I'm just saying. Yeah, it's a 42 years. With the 42 years, I got 5 grandkids. They all grown up. I got Michelle and Jonathan. Michelle gave me 3 grandkids. John gave me 2. I asked for another one of John, but it's too hard. Instead of getting me another one, he gave me a dog. It's easier to take care. Oh, I'm enjoying my retirement. I've been working with my buddies before, when my wife is still not retired. But since he retired 3 months ago, we've been working together. That cut in my hours with my buddies. Because I used to stay with my buddies after we work for up to 11, go home, change, and then pick up my wife. But now, I work with my wife in the park, 8:30. Oh, let's go home now, honey. No, really. Let's go now, honey. Because it's time for you to cook breakfast for me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now, After I eat breakfast, and said, I go out, water some of the plants, whatever, for 30 minutes, and then go inside. Oh, I like that. I wish my grandkids will learn how to be respectful. They should know how to bless, the elderly, and at least you could see some good morning, or just respect people, the elderly people, especially the elderly. Yeah.
It is the hopes of the first and second generation Filipino great grandparents that the current generation will not forget the traditional Filipino values of showing proper respect for the elderly. Just because they have grown old and may now be unable to hear and see properly doesn't mean that they have become deaf and blind to the fact that they are being rudely ignored by their American born grandchildren. Maybe the grandkids do not have any malicious intent, but nonetheless should remember that their grandparents have become more sensitive, and a little acknowledgement, such as blessing of the hand, like Mano po, or a good morning Lolo or Lola, how are you today, will indeed go a long way. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and check out my new website linked in the description below. All right, see you later.